power of the social brain has been totally underestimated. It's a driving force in learning. It's the gateway to cognition. We have evidence that the social brain is operating to assist learning throughout the lifespan. So let's think about human babies. We know in the development of language that there's a very important period between 6 months and 12 months of age where babies are mastering the sounds of language. So we've done experiments in which babies are exposed to a foreign language right at that critical moment. They're listening to a Mandarin speaker when they're growing up in an English family. What we've demonstrated is that if a baby at 9 months has 12 sessions of play with a live human speaker, they learn so well that they're statistically equivalent to the babies in the foreign country who've been listening for 10 months. However, if the babies are exposed to the same material at the same time, same room, same dosage, but not exposed to a live human being and instead on a beautiful DVD, they stare at it, you think they're learning, but the brain tests following exposure show that the kids in the machine group learned nothing, but the babies in the live group learned so well they matched the babies in the foreign country. So there's something about being in the presence of another human being and watching the eyes and watching the movements and paying attention to what that person is doing. That social context is extremely important to learning. We can see it in school-age children who use the social brain when they're interacting with one another to collaborate, when they're studying how another person goes at it, when they're watching the eyes, even unconsciously, of their study partner to work towards a solution together. In fact, I like to say the social brain gates human learning, that without the motivation and information provided by the social brain, learning just doesn't take off in the same way that it does when the social brain is engaged.
Welcome to Monday Morning Mashup. It is April 8th, 2019. Thank you for joining me. Wow, I love research. What a great video. What a great understanding of how important you are in the classroom. That face-to-face interaction is vital to the brain development of our students. That face-to-face interaction with each other is just as important. So as we move forward, that interaction, that ability to socially interact and understand our own heart, our own emotions, is very important. So we're going to keep teaching our students that. But I gave you this video just to give you a little bit of a snapshot of what research is now saying is maybe an issue in our classrooms. And the responsibility that we have as adults to continue to interact with our kids. You guys do such a great job at doing so. I'm going to let you come to your own conclusions about what you need to do as a teacher after looking at that research. But most importantly, I encourage you to reflect back on your classroom experiences and remind yourself of the importance that you have and the importance that you are to that student and to all of your students in your classroom. You make a valuable impact on their learning. Don't forget that. Keep it up. Just a few more things that I wanted to share with you this morning, and I'm going to make sure that I read them off so I don't forget anything. The first one, and probably one of the most important, is our district calendar. Should be released in the next week or so. We're waiting for the school board to look through it one more time as a reading at the next board meeting. And by the way, at that board meeting, 2nd and 3rd grade teachers, parents, and guardians will be invited to that one. So you are invited, 2nd and 3rd grade teachers. It is a potluck, and it starts at 6 o'clock in the culture room at the high school. So we hope to see you there. It would be fantastic to have you. Again, that calendar should be approved that evening. We'll see how it goes, and we're waiting so that we can start our daily schedule as well. Summer school. Summer school's coming up already. I can't believe it's almost the end of the year. June is when we have our summer school sessions scheduled. It is the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th week of June, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. If you're interested in that, make sure you keep an eye out for that posting. We will be having our transitional program like we did last year for our Head Start kiddos. We're still waiting on some numbers from Head Start to determine how many teachers we will need. I'm guessing 2 at the very least, and we'll go from there. It's going to be a great summer full of activities here in the building. That transitional program does go the same hours as our Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday program, but actually we do start on Monday. Again, so that is the second, third, and fourth week of June. Today, we do have our leadership team meeting right after school, so make sure you're there. If you cannot be there, leaders, make sure you get a delegate, and we'll go over some of the things that we've been talking about the last few weeks. We'll give you an update on the school climate meeting that we had last week, and a couple things coming out of CPI training that some of us took part in, among a lot of other things as well. LIEC meeting is happening this week at 5 o'clock, not 5:30 like it usually is. There is no potluck with that LIEC meeting because at 5:30 is the ham bingo. So it's ham bingo night at 5:30 on Wednesday night in the high school commons. It's always a great time. MCAs have been going on for the last week or so. Thank you so much, Mrs. Deaton, for all of your hard work. Thank you so much, Carolyn Roebuck, for supporting us and getting us off the ground. Teachers, thank you for your support. Let's keep up the hard work. Thank you, everyone else in the building, for keeping the building calm and safe and inviting during this time. Keep it up. We want to make sure that all of our kids have a perfect opportunity for success. Be checking the newsletter. It will be accompanying this video. Like I said last week, they are going to be bi-weekly, not every week, just so I can make sure that there's really applicable content and data and information in those newsletters. This week, we're going to be focusing on some board communication from last board meeting, as well as looking forward to seeing what's happening in the next couple weeks as we wrap up school. Be looking forward to it. Our end of the year is coming up very, very quickly. Again, thank you for all you do. Remember, we're a family here at CLBE, and thank you for being part of it. Have a fantastic day. See you later.